What's up, y'all? It's the kid Big Boss Fable here, man. And I just wanted to chop it up, man. Talk to the family, show love, see how everybody's doing, and just kind of get some things off my mind, man. And y'all may have seen my last video. I did have some words to say, and about just the situation I was dealing with currently, and I always seem to feel like I don't handle things the best, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm just feeling like I'm extra critical on myself or extra hard on myself. But, I do feel like I don't really handle things in the best possible way, just in terms of like whether it's my temper, again, angry, how I process information at times, how I react to things, how like just my energy and aura sometimes overall just be real negative, you know what I'm saying? And it's real, it just really bring me down. And sometimes I feel like, things don't always need to be said, man. And sometimes I can't always hold things in, internally. That's what I mean specifically by that. You gotta let it out sometimes, and I can't help it, man. I'm a vocal person at times. I don't really have a filter at times. And I say at times a lot because, like me, I could be polar opposites. There's times where I'm real quiet, and you know what I'm saying, you feel me? And there's times where I'm real talkative, and it doesn't matter what's going on around me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna say what I want to say, especially if I'm on 10. And when I say I'm on 10, that means like, I'm heated. If I'm heated, I'm mad. Nothing's gonna stop me from doing or saying what I want to say. But that's the old me, and I ain't gonna lie, that's how I used to be. Um, Firecracker. You know what I'm saying? Short temper, just ready to pop off for no reason. Quick to go. That's me, and I really just feel like I can't be like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I got to change a little bit, and or I got to change a lot of bit. And I mentioned I had taken some time for myself just to get closer to God. I was reading my Bible, I was praying a lot, and I was fasting for a week. And I really got real spiritual in that moment. And then a couple days out of it, I'm not gonna say I didn't change in terms of like maybe I did change. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say a couple days out of it, I did do some things that were wrong. I'll say that I committed some sins I knew I was doing, and I didn't really. It just was what it was, and obviously that's not the best thing to do. That's not the right thing to do, and I really was feeling like real bad about it, felt real condemned about it. But I moved on, past that moment. But I'm just saying all this now just to say like I feel like there's a lot I still need to work on as far as me goes. You know what I'm saying? My personal life and what I be doing. Cause like literally it's like I don't know, man. Honestly, I feel like being quiet is honestly the best policy. Like talking for me is doing too much, bro. Literally, like I just if I could keep quiet and just do what I needed to do, like for my life, it'd be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think prayer is probably the most powerful thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't need to vocalize, and I'm speaking to my God who's in complete control. You know what I'm saying? His will is always gonna be done. So at the end of the day, man, life's really changing for me a lot in just terms of my perception, how I perceive things. I really don't care no more, bro. I really don't care about nothing no more. And I'm being 1,000, like, and I say that in the most polite way. Things of this world are so fickle, so fraud, man, and I hate to be so like vain in the approach. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's real when you really understand people's true nature. The things that are going on around us in today's life, in today's world. Um, how to maintain in terms of staying away from the fakes, the frauds, the false prophets, just knowing how to navigate in, such a treacherous plane. You come to find out that a lot of things are not meant to be are not to be partaken in. A lot of things are meant to be left alone. A lot of things aren't, what we think they're cut out to be. And at the end of the day, God is the real solution to everything, and that's my point. When I say that, I say that to say that, like, associating doing the things I was doing in the past, hanging with certain people, surrounding myself with the wrong energy, just putting my trust in people instead of just having my trust in God, that's when you slip, bro. Because people's always gonna let you down, but the Father will never let you down, man. And it's crazy to realize that really can't trust people out here, man. People, I've said this before, people ruin the reputation for people, bro. It's like you can't trust nobody, and you just don't, you ain't willing to extend a hand. And I'm not saying I'm not gonna help nobody, but I'm really just like closed off in terms of just like my circle, who I mess with. But when people are in need, I'm always gonna help no matter what. But that's to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. I don't want to feel too hard on myself because I know God loves me regardless. We make mistakes. We're human. We're not Jesus. Jesus was perfect. He was a perfect human. You know what I'm saying? He didn't sin. Um, but we sin constantly, man. And whether or not you're doing it deliberately or not, we're not perfect. So we're gonna continue to make mistakes, man. But it's definitely, it hurts sometimes, bro, when you feel like, and I feel like I've definitely grown in the sense that I can analyze my actions and take time to really think about what I done. Because before, I wouldn't do nothing like that. I'm telling you, I wouldn't do nothing like that, bro. Like, I wouldn't care about nothing, and I really don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I still got that same kind of mentality, but it's a little bit more humbled. I trust more in God. I pray more. I communicate more with Him. I trust more in Him. I rely on Him to take care of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't take as much things into my own hands as I used to. But saying all that, I say that to say, like, I just really be like, my actions be hurting myself. What I be doing be hurting. I know I need to change, and I just know I need to get better, man. I need to do better, bro, because I don't know, man. It's definitely tough, going from what you've been doing or what and then just switching up, changing. You know what I'm saying? And I say that in a sense, like, I don't know. I'm working on myself. I'm getting better day in and day out. But I know, God recognizes my efforts, bro. I definitely know that to the core, and nothing's gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna change me from, you know, staying on this path and this path to development, bro. Because a lot of times where I work on myself, I get better. I'm developing myself, and I just go back, and that's not. It's just not the way it needs to be, bro. You don't take steps forward to take steps backwards. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes you gotta take steps backwards to move forward, but I just feel like it's crazy, man. Stuff's crazy right now, bro. It's just not cool, man. It's not cool, bro. And I definitely don't want to always feel like this, or I don't wish, for anyone to feel like this. But it's just self-reflection, knowing what I need to work on, knowing what I need to do better, and yeah, man, it just really is what it is, man. I'm not really trying so hard not to worry, not to just be concerned with things that I can't control. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's pointless. There ain't no real point to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why even worry about stuff that you can't control? That's what they say in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Why worry, bro? Today got enough worries in itself. Why worry about what's gonna happen in the future, all that. So you know, it's crazy, bro. It's just crazy, man. And I just pray that every time I pray, God hear me. He taking my heart and my true nature into consideration, man. Because, I know I'm not a bad dude. I know I have pure intentions, bro. I never do things like out of malicious intent. I always just want to do good. I always want to help people, but you get your foot stepped on a lot of times when you try to do that. So at the end of the day, you just got to be cautious, bro. Just be cautious and just don't put your trust in no man. Don't put your trust in people ever. I just always trust and rely on the Lord. I always trust and rely on the Lord. That's all you can do, bro. Take it up with Him before you take things in your hands. Any choice, any decision you finna make, pray to God. Any move, any blueprint, any schemes, plans you got, pray to God. Any thoughts that's going through your head that you question and pray to God. That's all it is, man. Have complete trust in God, and you know He gonna take care of it. That's all I can say, because I just be so tired with just dealing with people, man. Just be so tired dealing with people, bro. And that's just that. That's just being honest, man. I know how to move. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I know how to move in a room full of sharks and a room full of wolves. Don't get me wrong. I can always handle my own. But at the end of the day, it's so pointless to me. There's times where it's just like, it don't mean nothing to me. We do things and, we play this game of chess and checkers or whatever you want to call it just to make moves. And it's like, you just making moves, obviously, off of everybody's own independent agenda. Nobody's really taking in consideration anything or a bigger picture or, something that's more meaningful to me and you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so fickle, bro. Things are so mediocre. Things are so minute, bro. And people be thinking that it's so major, but it's like, nah, man. Literally, this life is like this, bro. Even smaller than that, man. We like an atom in this so-called thing called life, bro. We don't even barely exist. This life thing is gonna be here and gone like that. So at the end of the day, just always put your trust in God, man. Don't put your trust in nobody's opinion and nobody's, you know, just don't rely on nobody. Just rely on yourself and rely on God at the end of the day.